Salutations, I'm still Critique and this is still Phoenotopia. When we last left off, we got 3 heart rubies, 2 moonstones, rolling technique scroll, dairy fruit, chocolate protein shake, and 140 rye besides. So let's move on to the next area, which is Sunflower Road. When you start off here, you want to climb up these leaves and then break the chest normally. I will explain why later. Make sure to avoid the bullbees and try to avoid the spiders. Their cycles are pretty weird, so you might get hit by one, and that's not too bad. Enter this building, buy 2 jars of honey. They're for later areas in the game. One is for Prince Tower, and one is for Ancient's Crater. So at this point, you want to just keep going left. Climb up here to avoid this bee. Climb up here to avoid the bee and caterpillar afterwards. Next up, we get to Atai Bridge, and this is the main reason why you need the rolling technique scroll. If you didn't buy it before, well, it's pretty much run over. Actually, you can just backtrack to there. So just platforming and stuff. Grab this box, use it to jump up here. The rest is just touch and go, really. Roll under here. And then jump over this box. That was easy enough. So now we make it to Atai City, the second major town in the game. Here you want to visit the shop first. And then you buy the iron hammer for 120. That's quite a lot, but with loot duping we can easily reach that financial amount. So you want to equip it right now so you can break this box quicker. Then ideally you want to throw this box at this crate and then perform a charge attack to hit the box and the grate at the same time. So then you get Moonstone number 4. No, not 4, 3. Moonstone number 3. And from there you go into here and then buy this for 10. So that should deplete pretty much all your expenses right now. So then you walk left into this little cutscene here. This is the one point in the game where you don't want to mash mindlessly. Because if you say yes, then she'll give you a list of options as to what her name is, and whichever you say, it's the same number of text boxes. But if you select no here, it's one less text box. So she tells you to go and give the mayor a piece of your mind, and the way you do that is just enter and exit, plain and simple. Yeah, you don't actually have to talk to the mayor. Then you talk to her again and select the second option, interesting places to visit, and then that unlocks Adar's house on the world map. And that's where we'll be getting the bombs later. So then you want to stay on top for this next part. Jump up the ladder here, and then enter this little secret entrance here. Break open the grate, roll in, landing lag cancel, and give this guy the talking air juice. And he will reveal to you the location of Bandits Lair, which is the second dungeon in the game. But before we can get in there, we have to go to Adar's house and get the bombs. So that's what comes first. Here we got the bombs. Probably one of the most useful items in the game. Like blow up stuff. Shame that it's like a 4-second fuse because that takes very long. Anyway, you quick equip using the 2 key. And then right when the first bomb is about to explode is when you pull out another bomb, so you can break this rubble early. And then right when you transition to this screen, you pull out a bomb. And you can get this, and then pretty much keep your momentum as soon as you can. So now we're going to visit Bandits Lair. Now, we got stuff to do here. I'm going to blow up this rubble first, roll under here, and then push the box here so that you can push the box here up to here, and then roll into this passage and grab Heart Ruby number 4. And just keep rolling through and move on to the next screen. Pull out a bomb here. Throw it in here. Now this character is really important, so you have to talk to her so that... This is Fran, and she's a researcher on Moonstones. She goes to her lab, and if you talk to her a bunch, she gives you a Heart Ruby and an asteroid rock that takes you to Forgotten Forest. Those are the most important things. So you see here there are 2 boxes, and, well, a box and a crate. You can knock the small box out of there, out of the little passage thing by hitting it with the slingshot. It should only take 2 or 3 times, but I don't know. Just scrub stuff. Anyways, so then, for convenience, you want to blow up this rubble here before you push this duo all up to the Moonstone. The way you do that is just like if you stand over here and do a quick throw, that'll easily get the bomb to the rubble. So then you can roll into here, grab the Moonstone. And let's move on to the next screen. And this little rubble right here, this little block of rubble, is another Moonstone. I was trying to throw the previous bomb so that I could get to there, but I guess I couldn't. So that's it for Atai Bridge. Now let's go to Bandits Lair. Sand dragons pop out. When you pass the second sand dragon is when you want to pull out the bomb. Throw it over here, pull out another bomb. So you can blow up this rubble over here, which is guarding the cave entrance, if I could aim it properly. That's better. Enter here, and then break that pot for a honeyed Tumond, which gives you health and boosts your stamina for 1 minute. You want to head into this area, and this is where you perform the next Loot Dupe. So the positioning is here, here, and here. And you have to do it twice, because there are 2 chests, obviously. And that should leave you up to 100. So what you want to do here is actually fall into this pit. And then you get a bunch of bats and sand dragons and whatnot. Sand dragons are pretty annoying. Now, if you jump up, the ideal way to break this rubble is to jump and throw a bomb at just the right time. Like that. It's kind of tough, but yeah, that's the best way to do it. And then climb up to this Moonstone. And in the meantime, you can blow up the rubble guarding this switch here. And then climb up to the barricade that just moved. And you can get out of the pit. And just keep going right, and you'll encounter a set of password switches. You would normally have to go into this room and go through the bandit crud to find the password, but if you already know it, you can just enter it. It's 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. And here's another set of password switches. And again, you would have to... Well, actually, for this set of password switches, you'd have to go to where the safe statue is and take the far right entrance. And then in the dark room, it's all the way on the far right. But if you know the but again, if you know the password, you can just enter it. 1 3 3 3 4. Shoutouts to 1337, and that gives you a heart rupee. Then you take the left entrance here, and then go left again. Kill this bandit here, because he'll be a nuisance otherwise. Walk up here, drop a bomb, and then you can go and grab the key. You don't need to worry about the blue bandit, because he's kind of easy to avoid. Now normally you would want to use the switch to deactivate this little bridge and go fight the bandits or use invincibility frames to dash past them, but we can skip that. Just take 2 boxes up here like this, and then you can do what's called a pothead clip, and then just like place this box on your head, and then boom, you're past the barricade. Now down here you want to hit all the time switches at the same time while the key is not being pulled by the electromagnet, and then you can grab the key. So you maneuver through these ladders and try not to ring any of the bells. Then move on. Smack this bandit out of the way and go past the key doors onto the second boss. Bubbles, the sand dragon. This is an adult sand dragon, not just any of the babies we encountered earlier. It's a lot like King Dodongo. It rolls around and you feed it bombs. Plain and simple. But the hard thing about this boss is predicting where it will end up when it... how do you say? When it eats a bomb, where it will end up. Well, it's a set location every time, but it's kind of difficult if you're not used to it. And also, you can actually destroy those fire patches with bombs. I did not know that until I started reading this game, any percent. Also, I keep firing my charge attacks too early. So before we go claim that heart ruby, we gotta claim this guy. Because he has a 5,000 ride bounty on him. And that's just what we need to free Lisa. The girl with whom we initiated the cutscene in, like, the left screen of Atai. There's another heart ruby there. Crouch under this arrow, and you avoid it every time. Climb up the ladder. This is a shortcut way out from the boss. Climb up this ladder. Go down here. Pull out a bomb. That cancels landing lag. Because another thing about landing lag is that if Gale is carrying something over her head, she does not get landing lag. Period. And then out of Bandits Lair onto Atai City. And you take this entrance to the prison. Drop off the bandit boss. Everyone's all happy and stuff. All filled with disbelief. Because, like, who's this chick? And then just leave the area. But not before entering yet another cutscene. Yay! So now that Lisa's all free and happy and stuff, we can go back to Panslow. Then she'll be there waiting for us. And Alex sees us, and then he's all like, hey, I'm gonna tease you a little. And then just like, we gotta go back to the house. Through the left end, or through the right entrance, to the bottom right side of the basement. Were you able to find any clues about the mysterious golem head? And Lisa says, hey, Thomas, an expert on golems and stuff. Go through Misty Gorge, I'll mark it on your map and stuff. So yeah, now we can go to Misty Gorge. And that is where I'll end this part. So right now we should have 6 heart rubies, 6 moonstones, and at least 100 rye. Along with all these items. Dairy fruit, chocolate protein shake, 2 jars of honey, honeyed Tumond, bombs, iron hammer, yada yada yada. A la prochaine.